after all this time, we are getting what we all been waiting for, people. It's not GTA 6. It's Johnny Somali going to prison. When I say he's going to prison, it is all speculation on whether or not he's going to prison for 1 to 10 years. But what's not speculation is that he pled guilty in court. It is over for him. Let me tell you this much. Big W for the unemployed. If you don't know who Johnny Somali is, or maybe I have to refresh your memory, I've made a couple videos about him. He is this dork who's an IRL streamer. Now, IRL streaming is the worst genre to get into for multiple reasons. One of them being that it is oversaturated with the worst human beings possible. Johnny Somali being one of them, another one being Jack Doherty, and many, many other horrible human beings. But then you got Speed. Everybody, we all got Speed. You know, Speed, he goes to different countries to check out different cultures. And then Johnny Somali, who goes to different countries to get beaten up by different cultures. And then you also got Cinna, which I don't know much about this chick, but this did happen recently with some like creepy guy was like he caught up to her and her friends who started threatening her. So this is just a bad genre for multiple reasons. You can be a victim or you're trying to make victims, etc., etc. But with Johnny Somali and these other, you know, degenerate IRL streamers, you'll see this type of stuff, which there was a very, very low end one where this chick was eating. I'm not joking. I saw this. This woman was eating. So this guy walks by, sticks his fist in her food, and then when she's like, hey, what was that for? He started cursing her out and calling her a whole bunch of names. I'm like, whoa, what was that? That's not, guys, that's not content. That is not content. You got Jack Doherty, where he'll walk around shoulder checking. If you stand up to yourself, right? Stand up for yourself. His $5 rent-a-cop that cleans up cat shit in front of a barbershop that's getting paid in Tostino's pizza rolls is going to get inside your face and tell you, if you're going to mess with him, you got to get through me. And then Jack Doherty's standing there like, yeah, stick it to him. Yeah, stick it to him. And it's like so annoying to see shit like that go down because at the end of the day, it's just bullying. You know what I'm saying? And you get Johnny Somali, who is the king of all this garbage. He stands on top of the dumpster. And he is so bad that, well, he's going to be facing prison time for it. Now, the amount of stuff that he has done, I mean, I don't even know where to start. Let me tell you this much. Every single time I open up Twitter, it's his face, front page, getting blasted. I have seen this guy get beaten up more times than I haven't seen him getting beaten up. Let me tell you this much. When he was live streaming before he went to court, I saw his face. No gauze, no band-aids, no bruises, no scratches, no nothing. It was a new look for him. I have never seen his face without damage. I was like, wow, that's what he actually looks like under all those scratches and punches and all that. It's pretty weird. And let me tell you this much. I have seen this guy getting his ass whooped like 10, 11, 12 times. It's always the same stuff. He talks trash. Some guy beats his ass. He plays victim. A huge distance is made. He starts talking shit again. The guy comes back as like the sea bear from SpongeBob. Just keeps coming back and just wailing on him. And then once distance is made, right back to talking trash, which I don't get it. Just shut your mouth. And he loves to do this with all these other people. And every time he does it, again, it's rinse and repeat. And he's always this mega victim. And he sits there, tries to have his little party. And it's just ridiculous content that people love. Because at the end of the day, he has a stupid fan base that just thinks that this is genius. I think, in my opinion, his fan base is a bunch of pseudo fans. I don't think they actually support him. I think that they actually believe that he's an idiot and they just like watching him get beaten up. It's kind of like the hate watching stuff, but they'll throw money just to see him get his ass whooped. But at the end of the day, here's what happened with Johnny Somali before he showed up to court and made an absolute embarrassment out of himself. He was on a live stream. What this guy did on this live stream is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So let's start with this much. Guys, this may be kind of crazy, but if you have a plan, you shouldn't say it out loud. You shouldn't. This guy literally said that when he goes to court, what he's going to do is plead mentally insane, which he does not. He pleads guilty, but he's going to plead mentally insane. All the judges are going to be like, oh my God, here's a fine. The guys just let him off with a slap on the wrist. That does not happen, by the way. But it's like one of those cartoon things where like the villain says his plan out loud, and then the hero's like, did I just catch that? But here's the thing. He didn't just say it out loud. He said it on a fucking live stream. This guy's an absolute imbecile. He's also hideous as well. His head shaped like an ear of corn. He has his bottom jaw that looks reminiscent of a fucking donkey. And his bottom lip looks like some balloon that you'd win at a circus for throwing a dart in a circle. The guy's an absolute idiot. Let me tell you this much. If you think that anything smart's coming out of this guy's mouth, please think again. think a third time, and think a fourth time. Matter of fact, think yourself out of this equation. The guy's an absolute idiot, and that's why he's in a position he's in where he has to get beat the fuck up for pennies. Now, going on from there, this guy then ends up getting drunk like an absolute idiot, starts puking everywhere, and because he got drunk on this live stream, he would end up showing up 1 hour late to his own court date. What a genius move. Yes, guys, because when you have a court date, showing up late is the number one thing you want to do. And when he does show up, let me tell you this much. So he does show up an hour late in a MAGA hat, and then he also shows up in a big-ass oversized suit. Now, everybody was saying it was like 2 to 3 sizes too big. It looks like he stole it off a corpse inside of a fucking funeral home. And he walks down this aisle, and apparently during this time, he was making faces at people going like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And it's like, dude, you're in court. There's a time and place. Now, I'm not anti-blah-blah-blah-ing somebody. I'm actually pro for that. I will protest to blah-blah-blah more times, right? But in court, in fucking court, where you're going to be facing multiple years in prison, guys, I don't think that's a good idea. But he thought it was a good idea, and then he ended up pleading guilty anyway, and he was told to take off his hat multiple times. If he showed up with my Fred Durst hat, sucker, he probably would have been found not guilty, but he did not, and he pled guilty anyway. So that whole entire, I'm gonna plead insane, he didn't even go for that shtick. Not that he should anyway. I think he'd make himself look even stupid if he did that after saying it live fucking in front of hundreds of people. God, man, this guy's an idiot. And then on top of that, he's going to be facing another charge. This is amazing. You can take that shit with you. It's on eBay for $2.99. This is one of the greatest days ever for the unemployed. Let me tell you this much, people. Seeing Johnny Somali go down like this is like fireworks on 4th of July. This is one of the greatest things. This guy's a piece of shit. Always has been one. And all these other IRL streamers who are just doing stuff like this, who think that it's okay to hit people, you know, shoulder check them, stick your hands in people's food, harass people, they all need to go to jail. And let me tell you this much. Here's the difference between these Asian countries and America. Because in America, if you do and you perform a crime, you're getting charged on the spot. In these Asian countries, what these people will do, I've seen this, and people have talked about it as well. Not that I've seen it, but I've seen people talk about it. They will let you create a big rap sheet. They will let you keep going and keep going and keep going. And then out of nowhere, you're getting hit with like 7, 8, 9 charges where like the conviction rate is like 90%. This was said in one of those streams. Conviction rate in Korea is like 90%. Like they are going to wait till you really dig yourself inside of a hole. So there's no way you're getting, like, it's fucking done. It is done. And you're going to serve your time whether you like it or not. And it is insane, dude. So it's like you fucked around for so long and now you found out. And in my opinion, I hope they throw the absolute maximum sentence. I hope they chuck the book at him because this entire IRL streaming thing needs to stop. IRL streaming in this form and in this nature needs to stop. Sticking your hand in people's food, hitting people, doing this harassment, it needs to stop. Harassing people is not content. When you're going about and you're pulling on people, yanking people's collar, hitting people, that is not content. It never was content. And the fact that people think that this is content blows my mind. So when it comes to guys like Johnny Somali, goodbye. I hope you get 20 plus years. I hope you never get to see the light of day. And I would love to see his face in court. I would love to see the live stream, just watch him break down, just the, you know, the passing out meme when he gets sentenced for like 20 to 25 years. It's going to be amazing. So with that being said, you comment down below what you think, blah, blah, blah. Give me your opinion. If you disagree with me, which I don't understand how you would. If you do agree with me, I'm your boy Cold Raven. Like, favorite, share, most rated, comment, subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all the fuck later. For Johnny Somali, you share my name, so I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Whoa, 4 thumbs down.